The GRTC buses are moving citizens around all day, every day, but the system has inefficiencies that the company is planning to fix. These problems are being addressed in a study of the bus system along Broad Street to hopefully be answered by the Bus Rapid Transit System, a program the GRTC wants to implement in the city to move riders in a more efficient and quicker way from Willow Lawn to Rockets Landing. But why Broad Street?
Because it is by far our heaviest used corridor in the transit system. Every day, hundreds of buses are up and down Broad Street, and thousands of people come to Broad Street on a typical day to do their business. If you look at origins and destinations for our system, you'll see that so many people use our system to access Broad Street for the various businesses and residences that are there.
Along with faster rides, the Bus Rapid Transit System will update the buses into a more futuristic and hybrid vehicles that will hold a higher capacity of riders. The stops will no longer be single poles of one sign, but full stations where tickets are bought before the ride so no one has to pay on the bus. Kiosks will be built and the buses will run on a real-time schedule. And the biggest change will be full street lanes designated for buses only. But funding for all these improvements is not definite.
Unfortunately, it is a very competitive project or a competitive funding source, but we think that we have a very good project here. We think that we can meet the criteria that is set in place by the Federal Transit Administration, and we think we have a good chance. But until we are finished with the study and until we have all the data to support that, we're not able to say 100% that we're going to have any federal funding at the end of the project.
If the city is awarded the grant, Richmonders can expect to start seeing changes here on Broad Street in the next year.
But how will the community respond to these changes? Some concerns of the new system include the decrease of off-street parking that the dedicated bus lanes will create. Bike and pedestrian issues are also worrying citizens, but through a series of ongoing public workshops, the GRTC has been communicating with Richmonders to pinpoint problems, future plans, so that everyone is on board with the Bus Rapid Transit System.
I think it'll make more students and people outside of the Richmond area be more comfortable with riding the bus because it will be more neater and more appealing to people. And I think I would probably ride it more if they fix the timing so I won't be late for class and I can know when and where I'll be back.
As the Bus Rapid Transit System begins to help riders along Broad Street, some Richmonders may wonder when the GRTC will improve other bus routes.
This is, for us, phase one. We picked a corridor in our service area which we think is most viable for this type of treatment. We want to prove that it can work on Broad Street. And then we can look at Midlothian Turnpike, we can look at Hull Street. There's other corridors with good transit presence that we think we'd like to try this on as well.
GRTC's Bus Rapid Transit System will be completed in 2015. But the plan is not concrete, and the company still wants to hear from the community. I'm Ebony Mosley, BC News, Richmond.